Alright, so the issue at hand today, as you can clearly see in the title, is tobacco cigarettes versus electric cigarettes. However, this is a strictly environmental standpoint and not a biological standpoint. So most people in this world are under the widely believed misconception that smoking tobacco cigarettes only has health consequences and does little to no damage on the environment. However, this is highly false because even though the act of smoking does basically no damage to the environment, the actual production of tobacco cigarettes is terribly hazardous. And now the average person would say discontinuing of cigarettes would be dumb because the cigarette industry is such a booming market. It provides income for so many people, but the production of tobacco cigarettes is still destructive. Thus, the consumers of the tobacco cigarette should be considering switching from tobacco cigarettes to electric cigarettes because it's more environmentally friendly. So, helpful background information: global warming. It's a man-made phenomenon and it affects the lives of humans like every day. It's caused by the greenhouse gas effect, and the greenhouse gases are emitted into the atmosphere through things such as casual smoking. However, smoking itself does, as I said previously, a minimal amount of damage. The real problem arises in the production of cigarettes. The problem with tobacco cigarette production is that it involves the use of a plant, which is tobacco. The production of these cigarettes requires the large-scale extraction of tobacco from the earth to use with these cigarettes. The removal of the tobacco plant does two things. Firstly, cutting down plants or trees is usually followed by the burning or decomposition of them, and this releases carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. Secondly, the plants absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere to photosynthesize. Therefore, when the plants are cut down, less carbon dioxide is removed from the atmosphere, hence contributing to the greenhouse gas effect. And you know all that fancy stuff about polar ice melting, blah blah blah. Yeah, so that fancy stuff happens. Henceforth, showing how something as little as cutting down a little tobacco plant can have a huge impact on the status of the Earth's atmosphere. This issue should be of important concern to anyone, not just smokers, whether you believe it or not, because it does contribute to global warming. However, it's not the act, it's the production. This is so because the process of producing requires manufacturers to remove the tobacco plant from the soil, use paper to wrap and package cigarettes, which come from trees, as you know. Factories themselves, in the actual making of the final product, they release fossil fuels into the air, which contributes to the greenhouse gas effects. All three of those things contribute to the greenhouse gas effect, and so anyone with any care for the well-being of the world and puts value on life should really care about this issue because it's not selective to a specific race, gender, sex, social class, nationality, or even continent. It affects the entire world. Therefore, I believe it's the duty of people to, especially smokers, to make the switch from cigarettes to electric cigarettes, because electric cigarette doesn't require the cutting down of any plant, any tree, and any large amounts of fossil fuel emission. Clearly, the reason cigarettes are still produced is because clearly people are still demanding it. So therefore, if consumers stop smoking tobacco cigarettes, move to electric cigarettes, then eventually the producers of the product supplying it will eventually move into the production of electric cigarettes. That's where the counter argument comes in. If people switch from tobacco cigarettes to electric cigarettes, will tobacco cigarette producers go out of business? No, they won't. They'll simply switch their niche market and specialize in the production of electric cigarettes. This will boost their revenue because they'll get money from the people that were previously smokers, and then they'll also get money from non-smokers who like the idea of electric cigarettes. So in review, global warming, it's a man-made problem. Only man can stop it, and it's our duty as humans to try and make our life on this planet more sustainable, and one such way is by moving from tobacco cigarettes to the more environmentally friendly electric cigarettes. Not only are electric cigarettes more environmentally friendly, they're also quote-unquote healthier for the body, also serve as a possibly new lucrative market, as well as being more environmentally friendly. If cigarette producers started specializing in electric cigarette production, then their potential revenue would be even higher. Hence, for the future, I want all tobacco cigarette consumers to take action and make the switch from tobacco cigarettes to electric cigarettes.